watching out for you. This is Newswatch 12 this morning.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 this morning. We're checking back in with meteorologist Oliver Smith. Now to look at our weather conditions. Oliver, I know you said there's a chance of rain. We're probably going to see it on the coast before we see it anywhere near the Rogue Valley or even the Klamath Falls area.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be the case. The rain will develop into the morning hours, and it's going to struggle to make it along Interstate 5, but it eventually will get there. But temperatures right now are cold, but temperatures will be warming today. In fact, we're into the 40s and 50s along the Oregon coast. It's 34 in Medford, 20s to our south and east of the Cascades as well. So you're definitely going to need your ice scraper this morning. Now in terms of our satellite and radar composite, you can see we do see some echoes starting to show up along the coast right now. This may not be reaching the ground just yet, but if it's not, then it will be within probably say about 3 to 4 hours. As we have a big system offshore, this is going to be our main weather maker for later today and really for the next several days. In fact, all the speckled clouds up in the top left-hand corner of your screen, that's going to be our weather maker really going into the weekend as well. Now, how much rain are we going to be looking at for today? Not much up and down Interstate 5. In fact, you may not need your rain gear for most locations up and down Interstate 5 and east of the Cascades. Rain gear definitely along the Oregon coast. We could be looking at an inch of rain for today and into tonight. So a pretty good soaker along the Oregon coast. It's also going to be pretty wintry once we get towards later today and into tonight as well. In fact, all the areas shaded in pink have a winter storm warning for lots of snow above at the very least 2,500 feet. Now, forecast for today, we're having a warm front move through that's well up to our north, so it's not going to do a whole lot for most of us for today except create some wind and make temperatures get into the 50s. So at least it'll be fairly seasonal in terms of temperatures today. 57's forecast high for Medford. We're looking at 30s and 40s for the rest of once we get towards tonight, but also pretty windy as well. So the clouds and the rain definitely helping to keep those temperatures up there. So we're going to be looking at the rain developing along the Oregon coast. We'll see that later on this morning and into the afternoon. Snow levels today are going to be pretty high, about 5,000 feet. So traveling over the Cascades will be fairly easy for today. You just have to deal with the rain, and that's about it. Now, once we go for tonight and into tomorrow morning, that's when our system finally moves through our area. In fact, it'll move through during the early morning hours, and snow levels will drop to about 2,000 feet after that front moves through. So we'll be looking at definitely rain changing over to snow east of the Cascades and even parts of west of the Cascades as well. We'll keep the showers all throughout the area, but eventually those showers that'll be rain here in Medford will change over to snow Thursday night and into Friday morning. Here are our snow levels crashing down to about 2,000 feet when the front moves through tomorrow morning. Kind of not really changing a whole lot for Thursday and Friday, but dropped to about 500 feet for Saturday morning. Now, the National Weather Service does have a winter weather advisory for Josephine and eastern Curry County for tomorrow morning. Above 1,500 feet, could be looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow. So keep that in mind. That's definitely going to make Cascade passes along Interstate 5 a little bit on the slower side for tomorrow morning. How much snow are we going to be looking at Wednesday night through early Friday? About a foot to half a foot to a foot of snow for eastern parts of the eastern passes. 1 to 3 feet along the Cascades. Could be looking at a half a foot to a foot of snow for Siskiyou Summit. So boy, it's going to be changing quite a bit here in the next several hours. But Oregon coast forecast for the next 7 days, temperatures into the 40s and 50s, a lot of showers developing beginning on Thursday, lasting through the weekend. Northern California will be looking at rain and snow. Eventually, it'll just change over to all snow for Thursday, for Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. Temperatures just struggling to make 40 degrees. Klamath Basin will be looking at a lot of rain and snow over the next several days. Should just be all snow by the time we get to Friday. And you can see those high temperatures just meandering around the freezing mark. Cascades, a lot of snow, several feet of snow for the next several days, so that's going to be great news. Eventually, snow will taper off as we get towards early next week. And here in the Rogue Valley, mild today, at least seasonal, temperature at 57, cooler tomorrow, even cooler by the time we get towards Friday and Saturday, with a little bit more snow maybe than rain on Saturday.